Just say what you know.
Yes, sir. We vibing at Higher Voltage. I got my boy in the building.
Yo, it's your boy Jay Vilpin, aka Jay Got Bars, Florida Man Jay. If you're nasty, man,
You already know, man. Dollar Bill 305, Mr. Running Back again. You already know. We got that Florida music only.
Yeah,
in
man.
the building, you
Florida
already
music
know.
only, man. If they know, they know, dawg.
You already know.
Yeah,
Miami Boys podcast collaboration. You already know on the Higher Voltage, man.
Yes, sir,
We
man.
just vibing. You already know.
Appreciate you having me, dawg.
You already know.
Yes,
Yeah, we gonna have many more to come, man. We
That
rocking
part.
out, man, because it's a home team, man. Dade County 305. We gotta link up and put work in. You feel me?
Straight up. Yeah, man. Shit, man. How you living today, bro?
Trying to be productive, bro. Ain't trying being productive. You feel me? Every day, putting your foot forth to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Gotta
Straight
stay
up.
busy. Gotta stay on the grind.
Yeah, man. I feel that, dog. Nigga, I just I just came back in town, dog.
Mhm.
I've been outside all year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Working for
Right.
real. But you know what I'm saying? I was on tour.
Yeah.
You feel me? Been traveling around the United States. I did a little winter shit, and then I did like a spring,
Right.
stint, and then I'm back home. It's my first week back home. I've been trying to just hustle, trying to get shit done. You feel me? Appreciate you having me. You feel me?
Nah,
Like,
it's dumb love, bro.
you know
You
what I'm
already know
saying?
we here, man. Miami
Like-
veterans, we been holding the city down. So I see you on your content creator vibe now. You've been putting out a lot of short film and a lot of interviews and just
Yeah.
conversations. Period.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It depends on what you mean by content creator. I wear a lot of hats, man.
That's what I'm saying. I see you wear a lot of hats, so it could be
Yeah.
confusing. Explain to the people or to me what
Well-
all you got going on right now.
Well, shit. I mean, like, I do have the podcast. I have the Miami Boys podcast. You
Right.
feel me? That is on the Florida Music Only page, and that's basically like a curated page of all like the dopest artists that I could find from South Florida, North Florida, all of Florida. Feel me? I got that, and then we got the podcast going on. We had a little hiatus while I was on tour, but we bring it, right back. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the wheels chugging. Besides that, that's like my my content for YouTube.
Facts for YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta run it
My
up on
music
YouTube.
videos and stuff like that too. You feel me? But like, I also, you feel me? Like, I'm on Twitter with it too. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. The new X.
yeah, oh yeah, that's what it's called now.
Yeah, the new X, yeah.
Be forgetting. But yeah, I'm on that shit, you feel me? Some people know, some people don't. If you in the world, then you feel me? But like, it's
So how people could reach out to you if they wanted to collaborate with you on some music or for a feature
music?
or even short film,
I mean, either or, like, shit, you just hit me up on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? If you're serious, though, you have to be a serious person. Like,
right.
I'm an engineer too, so most of the times when I
you can run the session too.
Oh yeah, you
that
feel
boy
me?
Really loud,
niggas hire me all the time. You feel me? I be recording at Where You At.
Right.
I've done session here at Midtown. I've also done where else? Oh, Airbnb Studios, which was my main studio. That was my main studio for a while. Shout out that boy Mello. You feel me?
Shout out Mello.
You know what I'm saying? And Make It Bang, you feel me? Make It Bang.
Oh, I know Make It Bang 305.
That's who I was.
Yeah, he was over there at the studio closer to the office by Cloverleaf.
That's the same studio. That's Airbnb Studio.
Okay. Now I know. Okay, Make It Bang. Shout out Make It Bang.
Yeah, man. Shout out that boy. You feel me? Back then it was called The Lab.
Right. I think that's the name I remember it for.
Yeah, The Lab.
Cause I done had a couple sessions in there, vibing late night, chilling.
We probably done ran into each other.
That's what I said, going and coming.
Yeah, look at that. Small world shits, man.
Right.
That's dope.
So I want to talk about ego. I want to talk about how sometimes people could confuse ego for confidence. And they could be overconfident and putting their weight on people with their ego and not knowing how to be humble enough to be confident, but don't let your ego get the best of you.
Shit, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a Kanye ass nigga, homie.
Right. You got that Gemini. You got that Gemini vibe.
You know what I'm saying? I'm. It's funny because I was supposed to be a Gemini, but I'm a Taurus.
Right.
I mean, I was born a month early. But long story short, like, I'm just like, I be having that. I ain't gonna lie. I sometimes I feel like I'm 6 feet tall. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You supposed to be.
But like I ain't gonna lie. Life has been showing me as of lately, especially that sometimes you just gotta just like take a woosah, really like understand where you at with it. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Right.
And thank God for all the things that you have done. You feel
Right.
me? Realize what you have done and what you're capable of, but also take a second to realize that you're just one person, man. You're one man. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, there's been a couple moments where I done had homies that had my back lately, my parents that had my back, and it really like showed me like, yo, not everybody has that type of blessing.
Facts.
You feel me? And it's made me like, damn, like, let me shut the fuck up sometimes and just take it in.
Right.
You get
and
what I'm
sometimes
saying?
it just make you be humble and put your head down and focus on the work, because now you know if you ever got in a position or opportunity to return the favor, that'll be the first thing on your mind. Like, damn, these the people who were there for me when I was down. But let's get on the ego part. I feel like right now, you know, you'll tell somebody to have more confidence, and then people confuse the confidence for ego, and then they just start ego tripping.
All right, well, like, you gotta, like, some people gotta be real with themselves, though, too, though.
Right.
You feel me? Because you can have confidence. Like, there are people who are confident, but they, like, know that they, like, not the best at whatever it is.
Right,
you get what I'm saying? And, like, there's an inch that you need of that shit so that you could, like, keep going, but you also gotta realize that, like, you're not the only one, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or not even that you're not the only one, but, like, there's growth. Like, all of this shit is growth. You feel me? So, that, like, I don't know, like, I feel like confidence is good, but you just have to also be self-aware.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I think self-awareness goes a long, long way, dog. You feel me?
Right.
How do you feel about like what's a big ego to you? Like,
I feel like what happened with us earlier off camera, like how you was telling me how you noticed my shit, and I told you like, damn, I was already following the Miami Boy podcast before I met you, and it's like, instead of me just sitting there flexing and feeling myself because you gave me a compliment or just saying something nice about what I'm doing, I could return the favor and tell you, like, instead of keeping it to myself, tell you like, yeah, I see what you're doing too, and if you just as active, you know what I'm saying, we could package it up later. We could fix all that, packaging it up, making it look better. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm making it look right and you active, well, you know, you got your own business, I got my own business, but when we do collaborate and network, we could work on you teaching me how to be more active and me helping you package it up, But we all learn everything they experience, bro. When you get around people, you're supposed to absorb something and pick up something like a sponge and then grow from it. And even if you take it somewhere else, if you got real love for a person or real respect for somebody, it ain't nothing for you to let them win and carry on, because it ain't like you're trying to hold them back. You want to see somebody win. That's why I say that's the whole thing with this thing now too, is collaborating and networking now, because it's like you want to see somebody win. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I feel like the culture in Miami like it's been growing. Niggas never really like been on no like too much hating shit. But Miami is a tough crowd because we're used to like seeing the biggest, best shit all the time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's normal to us. So I feel like a lot of people like they wait till you doing some shit big or you out of town or like you got a big feature, this is that, for them to like really like fuck what you doing. But as of lately, there's so many other people that have went the entrepreneur route, went the artist route, went the, you know what I'm saying, like independent route in general, and they see like this shit is like not a joke, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we do what we love. A lot of us still have our regular jobs, but like a lot of us are sacrificing a lot to do what we love. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I've noticed within the artist community, especially, that a lot of us are starting to come more together. Right. You get what I'm saying? It's still, you know, drama, politics, certain, you know what I'm saying, certain hoods.
But like I was telling you too, it takes something like this whole podcast vibe to make people come together and have a voice that they didn't have before. So now it's easier to talk and for people to see what's on your mind and how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, dog. Shit. That's good words, man. So what you been working on lately, man? I see you be doing your music thing, dog.
Yeah, I'm back on the music heavy, man. I got the Motherfucker song just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go check that out. Motherfucker on all platforms.
Oh, it's called Motherfucker.
Yeah. Motherfucker. Yeah, that's on it. Yeah, and you know, it got the stars and the at sign to try to bleep it out.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's the vibe. It's just like, you know, the street hustle song. Like, you know, I've been hustling like a motherfucker. I've been grinding like a motherfucker. Like, you know, that was the mode I was in, so I just said, let's do it. And it's an up-tempo beat. I'm glad, I'm happy about it, because I be wanting to pick up the speed a lot, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, the best sounding beats sometimes it need to be slow, but...
I mean, how you feel about, like, the sound of Miami right now? Like, what you think
It's a lot of talent down here. It's always gonna be a lot of talent down here. But you gotta remember, we in a place where everybody at. So we got Spanish people, Jamaicans, Haitians, everybody, and then we over influenced by how we was talking off camera with the Chicago, Detroit, everywhere.
I was just about to go there.
So we got a lot of our artists picking up the Detroit lingo and they beats and the Chicago lingo with their words that they use to where, you know, we picking up on habits that's not originated from Miami. But I feel like, needless to say, it don't really matter because we still got talent here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when they say you can take a nigga out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of them.
Yeah.
It's like, if you from Miami, we know the real Miami.
Yeah,
City, Opa-locka, Liberty City, Overtown, the real Lil Haiti, Lil Havana, all of the Highleys. We know the real Miami. Shout out down south too. We know the real Miami. Yeah. So when it come to Miami, you know what I mean? I feel like even if they is adding in other cultures like places like Detroit and Chicago and all these picking up their lingo, I feel like if you got the talent, you still could represent the crib.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you from one of the places and you one of the ones.
So it's a lot of niggas, bro, like that are really, really doing their thing from different sides of the city. Like, have you ever heard of Puya?
Yeah, I think I did already.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's a Spanish, but he's from like Kendall or something down south. You feel me?
And see, that's the side of Miami that I'm starting to tap in more. I'm starting to tap more into down south. Because you know, as an inner city Miami-Dade kind of kid.
From down south too.
But see, Mike Smith was over here heavy. Like when I was at the studio working hard late night, he coming going.
He be there.
When we going on the road,
and
when we on the road, Tallahassee, Orlando, Tampa, when we leaving there, you tell them, I'm from Miami, Florida, or you from Florida. Oh, damn, that boy Mike Smith just left me. He had that groundwork. While you trying to pass out a CD and a shirt, they telling you that he just left from over here doing the same thing. So he was kind of different because I bumped into him one late night at the studio and he was telling his grind, like how he'll be hotel to hotel, sleep in the car if it's the night before the show and you gotta go when you finna ride back, you finna leave anyway, and pass out everything you got in the whip before. He told us some of his strategy and what he had to do to get what he got. So, you know, and this was way early on at the old Midtown, the first Midtown.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, you know, a nigga started to tap more into the down south vibe. But like I said, I'm an inner city Miami kid. Carol City, Opa-locka, Liberty City, Overtown.
Okay.
Lil Haiti. Highly, Lil Havana.
Yeah, north side.
That real quick part right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But you know, like I said, the Miami scene is niggas down here with talent.
It's so much talent, homie. Yeah. And there's a lot of different, like, sounds. Everybody is unique as fuck, bro. Like, nobody really sounds like the same person.
Right.
Unless they in a clique, then sometimes.
They trying to bounce off each other's flow, so they trying to sound the same or bring the same cadence.
Right. But like, even then though, like, there's just a lot of really talented niggas out here, bro. And a lot of people who are like, you can tell put time and money into their shit, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very pleased to see like where we're going with it, and I think that it's going to get better. You feel me? Do we need sometimes they be feeling like we need the old heads or the bigger artists to like pull down and this is that, but I mean, like, bro,
I feel like it's needed, it's necessary, but I feel like at the same token it's more about networking now. Like Miami had it going on for a long time. Now you see places like Broward or Tallahassee, St. Pete, all these artists blowing up now. So I feel like right now it's more about like if you from Miami, you need to be trying to tap in with somebody from West Palm, Orlando, Tallahassee.
That's actually not a bad idea.
And it's the same thing, vice versa for the artists that's higher up. If you from Broward, West Palm, Tallahassee, Orlando, you should be trying to fuck with somebody
because it's too much talent in Miami.
And not only that, it's kind of like the collaborating thing I was talking about earlier. You get to cross paths and, you know, share info and share fans and grow. And like I said, if everybody can't sit at the same table at the end, it's all good. I wanted you to see you win. You wanted to see me win.
Absolutely.
We made our play together. We did whatever we did together. We keep going. See you at the top, or wish you the best. You feel me?
Straight
and
up.
that's how I got to be. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Yeah, most definitely, bro. I think definitely collaboration goes a long way. I mean, I be trying to find any way in the door, bro. Like I be making the beats and shit too. You feel me? So sometimes
you engineer, making the beats.
Yeah, you feel me? Like
creating content, pressing record button, filming.
Wherever you need me, kid. You feel me? I'm in the game. You feel me? Yeah, dog. So I mean, like, it goes back to the whole ego thing, right? Because like I could easily be like, oh, Nah, I'm an artist. I'm that nigga, bro. Like, I'm trying to get this time. I'm trying to be the star. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta know when to play your roles and positions.
Exactly. You feel me? So sometimes you might, sometimes your skill for something may be needed at that moment in time, and if you can offer that, of course, be compensated for it. But like, you know, you can make that shit happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might have to put in that free work or that free time. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who that person is or like what the product, you know what I'm saying, y'all are trying to achieve is, you know what I'm saying? But I've had people show me love, man, like throwing parties where like niggas be like, yo, hey, I got the bar, bro, you just get the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit
working
like
that. Teamwork makes the dream work.
You feel me?
So one thing I would say about ego is I ain't totally against ego because I feel like it's a time and a place for everything, but I still feel like you could be ego tripping, so you should have confidence because there's certain times where it's more needed for you to speak up for yourself and have confidence. Like say for instance, if you had a job interview, or you somewhere, you sitting around people and you waiting on this opportunity to, whatever the opportunity might be, it might be a deal or anything that you're trying to make amends or get to come together for you, and it's like you gotta be there in the moment. So you gotta be humble sometimes, but be confident. So ego sometimes will mess you up anyway, regardless, because you'll be ego tripping and like, man, I don't want to do this deal with this dude no more. He a jerk. He wild and he be tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's good to have confidence, but when is ego too much? When is it ego too much when you rub somebody the wrong way?
When you rub somebody the wrong way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but even then, like, if you know how to communicate, you know what I'm saying, so you can not see eye to eye and figure out why I don't see eye to eye, and at that point either agree or agree to disagree.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But a lot of the times, like, okay, one of the things that like is just a personal thing for me. If I get into an argument with you, ain't no reason for me to start ranking you, start saying this, that, you this, you that, dumbass. Like, what's the point of doing that when we can just talk about the issue?
Right. And keep debating, because if we're going to agree to disagree eventually, I ain't changing my opinion, you ain't changing yours.
Exactly.
Right.
So at that point, it's like a lot of people, what they tend to do, and this is how niggas start getting into shit, is when they start insulting each other, start demeaning each other, putting each other down and shit like that. And then it becomes because they probably either ran out of shit to say, or like they felt their ego was hurt because maybe the other person was right, like all type of shit.
So what happens when you in a good space in life and your confidence get confused as ego? Like, you know how they say you can't brag to somebody who's not in a good space or don't have as much going on, so you can say ego and confidence can sound like you bragging because they ain't got nothing going on. It's like, man, this nigga always talking about all this uplifting and good stuff he got going on, and the whole time that person really ain't got much going on. So it's not much ego. You probably just gotta watch what you're saying when you talk to them. How you feel about that?
Okay, you know, it's very interesting because I think about that sometimes for myself. I would say, bro, like as of lately, all right, perfect example. I be driving Uber.
Right.
When I get a rider in the car, if you don't say nothing to me, hi, how's it going? You good? You need some AC?
And keep it simple. I ain't offering no information. Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not volunteering as much information anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you know, you know basis. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to know, I'm an open book.
Right.
But yeah, I've learned like to read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like read the energy. Read like what does that person, like, what do they really need at that point? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you're like interacting with whatever person it is that you're in front of. So like, long story short, bro, like I just personally feel like if I don't need to give you all that, you know what I'm saying, then you don't necessarily have nothing.
Yeah, and I think another thing to piggyback off what you're saying is, I think a lot of times too, you just gotta know your crowds and know who you're socializing with. Because you shouldn't be speaking success or your personal business of doing better anyway with people who probably not in the space to, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because sometimes people be flogging though, like they, you know, they'll tell you they're doing good, but they're not. Like, you know? Right. So. Yeah,
you're right. A lot of people do that too. A lot of people do that. But I think if you are doing good and you're in a good space, I think the best thing for you to do is not just be speaking about it all the time.
Because you can block your blessings.
Yeah, and somebody that just start wishing bad on you or just want to see you doing bad because they like, damn, this nigga ain't fall off yet. He just be just maintaining.
That's a real thing. Yeah. I've actually seen niggas, bro, be like, yo, this nigga,
yo. Yeah.
Niggas be hating, man.
That shit crazy.
That shit be crazy.
Hey, man. Shout out to all my Higher Voltage fam out there. You already know we vibing in here. Miami Boys Podcast, Higher Voltage Podcast. We collaborate, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, man. We gonna get back up with y'all, man. We gonna get another segment, man.
That part. Yo.
Got 101 spots, call a trap Dalmatian. Switching up all the whips, GPS your location. When you start getting money, that's when they start hating. And a nigga next up, and it ain't for debating. Phone calls back to back, somebody else done got hit. Making